Hey, what's up carnivores? Zach here with American Smoke, and today we're gonna cook some delicious smoked chicken wings in my Pit Boss Vertical. We're gonna get these things dried up, seasoned up, and in the smoke, and we're gonna teach you a few tricks along the way. So let's go ahead and get into that right now. First thing you wanna do is you wanna get out your big, huge knife. You wanna cut open your chicken. Small knife wouldn't work. Not at all. Next thing we want to do is want to get these out. Now these are whole wings where the drumstick is connected to the flat, and since that's not how I like to cook them, what we're going to do is we're just going to take our knife and you want to sort of just find your joint. Real easy. If you've never done this before, this is just a quick little tutorial. Find your joint, cut down towards it, and it just goes right through just like that. If you want to disconnect the flat from the flapper, I don't know what you call that. We're gonna call it the flapper. You just sort of do the same thing. Just kind of go in between there, cut that off. You can set that off to the side. If you want to, you can keep these and boil these for chicken stock, for soups and things like that later on, depending on just how handy you are. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get all these cut up, and then we're gonna show you another trick on how to get crispier wings. All right, now that we've got these things cut up into the flats and the drums, and the little winglets or whatever we're gonna call them sitting there on the end. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna talk about our seasonings. We're gonna do two different flavors of wings today. One is gonna be Lane's Barbecue Chili Lime Seasoning. And this is supposed to be just the bee's knees on some chicken wings. Now, if you saw some Instagram posts I made the other day, you might have seen this little beauty right here. This is from Glademen's Best, as in the Everglades down in Florida. Glademen's Best, this is their controlled burn. It starts off a little sweet, and man, it finishes nice and hot on the tongue. Man, they highly recommended that I put it on some wings. I did chicken quarters with it. Today we're doing wings, so we're gonna have two different flavors. First thing you wanna do when you're making wings is you wanna have you a nice big bowl, or maybe a gallon Ziploc bag, something like that. What you wanna do is you wanna take half your wings, dump them off in your bowl. Then you're gonna take cornstarch. You put just a little bit of cornstarch into the bowl. I would say for this many wings, which is about 10, 12, about a tablespoon. Then you just put the lid on there. Drink it up like you're mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I just gonna eat it. Shake it up in there just like that. Where'd the cornstarch go? I don't know. But if you've ever seen anybody do this before, it does not leave any sort of a taste. What it does is it creates a chemical reaction inside the chicken skin, which allows you to have crispier wings. We're gonna start off with this bad boy right here, this Lane's Chili Lime. Did the old finger test on this stuff. Man, it's gonna be good. Don't be scared of it. Won't do you no good. Just put a little extra in there, more than maybe you think you need. We're gonna go back on with that lid. We're gonna get angry again. There's gonna be a sound whenever it gets just right. Get your cardio in, get your core exercise in, making wings. Where'd all that seasoning go? I don't know, it's a mystery. And we just sort of stick those onto the old designated half. You do want to try to keep just a little bit of space around them so that the smoke can go all around, all around. Then we're gonna take the rest of the chicken, throw it in the bowl, get another tablespoon of the cornstarch-ish, and then get angry. This also helps to tenderize your chicken. I don't think it does, but it makes me feel better. It makes me feel better. Now we're gonna go on with that Glademen's Best Control Burn. Man, if it tastes better on chicken wings than it tasted on those chicken quarters I cooked the other night. Old Zach here, gonna have him a brand new top 5 seasoning. For sure, top 5, maybe top 3, definitely delicious. Hard to pick sometimes. Yeah, it's just hard to pick. Prep your core. Get it ready. Get in there. Get them right. Bada boom, baby. That's how it's done right there. And you just gotta take them, lay them out on there. Got all that goodness all over them. You're gonna wanna make sure you don't tell none of your neighbors you're cooking this, because they're gonna show up. You're gonna be like, oh, I decided not to cook them. They're gonna say, I smelled them. And you gotta give them some of your wing. So sad. Every time it's sad, every time. We're gonna go just like that. Ain't that pretty right there? Ooh, watch out now. Last but not least, what you wanna do, if you're me, and I am 100% of the time, is you wanna go over these things individually just a little bit. Because you already got them coated, but this is gonna take them to that next level. Give them that extra little powerful pop of flavor. So y'all gotta help me remember. Y'all probably call me out, I'll probably get it wrong on a video, but man, this Lane's chili lime tastes just like that controlled burn. Wait a minute, this tastes like the controlled burn, this tastes like the chili lime. It's gonna be a mess. So you gotta help me remember. Chili lime on the left, controlled burn on the right. Just sprinkle a little bit on there. That's the only thing bad about this Glademen's Best. You can't have too many beers because you won't be able to sprinkle it. You'd have made a mess. I ain't had no beer. All right, we're at that stage where the food looks pretty before it even goes into smoke. So you know it's gonna be good. We're gonna get that smoker out there rolling at about 300 degrees Fahrenheit, rolling some competition blend pellets with a little bit of mesquite rolling in the smoke tube. Gonna cook them up until they get to about 185, 190 internal, and then we're gonna be rocking and rolling. So we'll see y'all out at the pit here in just a little bit. All right guys, so we are out here at the pit and we have got our smoke tube fired up, mesquite pellets. I like mesquite. If you want more fruit wood type flavor on your chicken, or you're just wanting more smoke, throw some competition blend in there. It don't matter. That's what I'm burning in the pit, and I've got the mesquite in the tube. I've got the Lanes on this side, and I've got the controlled burn from Glademen's Best on this side. Man, we're about to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and get these babies into the smoke. Smoke tubes, killing it. For those of you that are gonna say, oh, it's dirty smoke, it will clean up in a little bit. It will clean up. Lanes on the left, Glademen's on the right. Now what we're gonna show y'all here in a little while is when you're cooking on one of these verticals, at about the 30-minute mark or so, which what I'm expecting these wings to take an hour-ish, somewhere between, 45 minutes, an hour 15, somewhere in there. Really just depends on the cook. It's always a little different. But what I'm expecting to see is that the wings along the sides and across the back are gonna cook faster than the wings in the middle and in the front, especially across the back. So the reason I put mine on this cooling rack like this is because I want to, at the halfway point, pick them up and rotate them 180 and then put them back in there. That way I get more of an even cook. If you're not using a cooling rack, what I recommend doing is lining the sides. Maybe using 2 or 3 different racks and just lining the sides. You're gonna get crispier wings and you're gonna get more consistency cooking that way. All right, so we are out here at the wings. You might notice it's pretty dark, pretty dark. A little bit of a snafu, a little bit of an accident on my part. I came out here earlier, as you saw, put the wings in, went to check the temp. Somehow or another adjusted it down back to the smoke setting. I came out here like 45 minutes later because I got busy and I thought, oh man, I'd be late turning them around. And they just been sitting there on the smoke setting at like 125, 130 degrees the whole time. So I ended up about an hour behind on getting these things done. So anyway, cranked it up to 300, got that temp up, and now finally ready to pull them. I'm gonna have so much trouble not eating the boiling hot chicken. I'm so hungry. It's legit hunger. It's first world hunger, don't get me wrong. It's first world hunger, but it's hunger nonetheless. Let's get them out, have a look at them, and then we'll let them cool down. Remember, Lanes on the left, Glademen's Best on the right. Oh wait, crap. So it's Lanes on the right. It's Lanes on the right, Glademen's Best on the left. I knew I was gonna mess it up, thank God for my wife. So let's have a little look here. You can see a definite color difference between the Lanes and the Glademen's. Much darker in color. All right, we're gonna check our temp. That's about what you want, about 185. Let's check one of these bad boys right here. Right there on the other side, about the same, about 185. Exactly what you want. So on the outskirts, probably a little hotter, but for the most part, between 180 and 200, somewhere in there, which is how I like my wings. So what we're gonna do now is let them rest for a little while. We're gonna get inside and get our sauces ready because we're gonna try some of these plain, and then we're gonna try some of them with some sauce. See how it goes. We'll see y'all inside. All right, so everything has been resting for a few minutes now, and I gotta tell you, they look great. One thing I like about the Lane seasoning, as you can see, they just have a little bit bigger texture on some of their pepper and things like that, and some of their other spices and herbs that they put into their seasonings, and it makes a great look on your food. So that's something that I also like about Lane's. The color on these Glademen is better. I love the dark color that Glademen seasoning gave to these wings. So let's go ahead and get them into some sauce, and then everything should be cooled off for about 8 to 10 minutes by then, and we'll go ahead and get into the star of the show, the taste. All right, so this is gonna be my Lane's bowl, and this is gonna be my Glademen's bowl. We're just gonna get a couple of the drums, and a couple of the flats, toss in there, a couple drums, a couple flats. This is for mine and my wife's taste test. It's dinner time at my house, and you can probably hear my little ones over here doing what kids do when they realize that you're trying to do something. So that's probably what you're hearing. All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and sort of give these things a taste. I know that my wife, who's holding the camera right now, is dying for a taste. We're gonna both have one. I'm gonna get one from over here because I know this is gonna be a little bit more crunchy. This is the Lane's. We're gonna give it a taste and see what we think of the chili lime. The skin did not turn out exactly how I wanted. I think that was probably due to the fact that I was not able to cook them at 300 like I wanted. So that's just something you're gonna experience as a smoker. Temperature is not always gonna do what you want it to, even if it's pellet smoker. Human error. Man, that's good though. That's gonna be so good with some sauce. Got a really sweet flavor. Very smoky because of the 1 hour-ish on the smoke setting and the smoke tube. Man, that's good. Camera wife approval. All right, next, let's get into the Glademen's. Comment down below, are you a flat person or are you a drum person? I am a drum person. So this is the Glademen's Best Controlled Burn. Juicy, man. See, I like spice. That controlled burn has got just the right amount. I would say both are unique and both are delicious. I'm not pushing either one of those off the table. Either one, both are delicious. Let's get into the sauces. All right, so let's go ahead for the Lane's. We're gonna start off with the Lane's Sorta White sauce. I got this the other day and I've been dying to try it. They say it's great on chicken, so we're gonna give it a shot on some chicken. We're just gonna drizzle a little bit into there, and we're gonna be trying this on both. For the Glademen's, we're gonna be using a little bit of Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce because, you know, hard to beat, hard to beat. Toss them in there. My little girl wants to see the sauce. We're gonna toss those around a little bit, get them nice and saucy. That's white sauce, or Sorta white sauce. Yeah. And we're gonna toss them in the Sorta white sauce, get them all slathered up. Woo! Watch out now, this thing jumping. Woo! Yeah, baby. Boy, taste something. That Sorta white sauce is delicious. I just got a little taste off my finger there. Let's have a look and a little taste on this Sorta White Lane's chili lime with sort of white sauce. Man, it looks so good. I need a plate because I'm about to make a mess. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, I'm about to make a mess. Oh man, well that changed things. Well, that took it to the next level. That took a flavorful, juicy wing and turned it into just a explosion of sweet flavor. The sweet in the chili lime goes great with this sauce. Oh. All right, now we are moving on to the Glademen's Best Controlled Burn with the Frank's hot sauce on there. This should be a much more traditional flavor. I'm really looking forward to how the spice on that buffalo from the Frank's interacts with the heat in that controlled burn. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. That's like fire and ice right there, baby. That's two different worlds. Man, that's good. Highly recommend. Man, that is so good. Spicy, spicy, that's right, baby. Let's get those onto a plate and then swap bowls.
I love you.
So there's a little look at what they look like, sauced up and ready to rock and roll. All right, so now we're gonna be going into the white sauce with just a few of the Glademen's and the buffalo with a few of the Lane's. We're gonna re-up on the sauce. Just a little bit here. I hope y'all are enjoying this. I hope y'all stuck around for this because it's always good to find good combinations that work well on wings. I mean, let's be honest, it's hard to mess up a properly cooked wing. Just put something on it that tastes pretty good. Man, when you get stuff that's like really good on top of properly cooked wings, now we're talking, you know. Let's give them a little toss. It's a spicy jumping wing. Sorry guys. I make these videos at my house, so let's jump into the Glademen's Best with the Lane's Sorta White barbecue sauce. Let's cross worlds here. See what's up. Fire and ice have come together to create something wonderful. Oh man, because the first thing that hits your tongue is that Sorta White sauce, and you get through that spiciness and that controlled burn. Man, that's excellent. That's excellent. Video's probably getting long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up a little bit. Such a dirty eater. Let's try the Lane's chili lime with Frank's buffalo sauce, which is sort of the benchmark for buffalo sauce. Really good looking wing. Just the color on that. It's just really, really nice to just look at. But I'm gonna eat it. Here we go. I'm gonna say, I definitely like the combination of the Glademen's with the Lane's Sorta White sauce better than I like the Lane's with the Frank's. The Lane's chili lime doesn't pair great with the spiciness of the buffalo sauce, I don't think. I mean, it's still delicious, don't get me wrong, it's still great. That Lane's Sorta White is just next level anyway. And you put that on with some spice below it, man, it was good. So my favorite wing of the day was the teamwork between the Lane's Sorta White sauce and the Glademen's Best. Just goes to show you never know what's gonna be your favorite until you put it in your mouth and you eat it, which I've just done a lot of, and I'm getting some dirty looks from my wife. Y'all make sure, comment, tell me what your favorite combination for wings is, what your favorite seasoning for wings is, what's your best tip for cooking wings. I need to know all that stuff. It's all very important to document, very documenting. Very important. Anyway, make sure to smash that like button for me if you've stuck around now. Thank you so much. That tells YouTube, hey, American Smoke's where it's at. Because y'all know that's where it's at. Y'all know it. Anyway, it's great news that you made it to this point. Thank you so much. Let me know if you try this. There'll be links to all this stuff below. We'll see y'all in the next video.